All right. Well, welcome to another episode of this wonderful podcast, the Abba and Preach podcast. You are here with Preach. Yeah, I'm Preach, and this is Abba.
Yes.
It's crazy that after all this time, still have to introduce yourself, which is fine. I mean, but it's just
It's pretty normal though, because it's always new audience coming in
yeah.
and people don't know.
It's like, yo, Abba did this, and I'm like, no, it's Preach.
I can never tell who they're talking about. Yeah.
It's true. I can't tell.
Abba was so loud in this episode. I'm like, bitch, was I? Or were they just talking about this nigga again?
You mean me?
That's why I don't even get mad about no criticism. The other time's like, yo, Abba, take off your fucking grills. You're not 7 anymore. I was like, nigga, what?
I'm the one that has grills.
Yeah.
Abba would never.
So
Would you have grills? I don't think you would. That's not your thing.
I always wanted one gold tooth.
We could arrange that.
No, I'm not going to actually do it. But I always thought that'd be hilarious.
Which one?
Like if I lost a tooth, I'd get a gold tooth for sure. Just to look ridiculous. There was always something funny about me when I was growing up. When you saw one person with one gold tooth,
Yeah.
you're always like, there's a story
You know
there.
you're sketchy.
Yeah.
You're automatically sketchy.
Yeah.
You're
You've definitely
sketchy.
done some blow and fucked some hookers.
It's
for
like,
sure.
It's like, you know what? Grills, one grill, let's say you get the bottom grill, looks less like you did some shit than one tooth. Like
Yeah.
one tooth looks suspicious.
Yeah.
A grill, now you just milking it. Now you see, like it's too much affirmation. But one gold tooth,
Yeah, there's a story there.
hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
That's just
I like that.
to me, that's what it is. But yeah, I didn't think you would go as far as getting a gold teeth in your mouth. Gold teeth in your mouth.
Yeah. I like those. It's not something I'm like actively trying to do, but if I
No.
lost a teeth, I would do one just for the jokes. Yeah, I'm past the point of caring what my appearance looks like. Yeah.
I like the grill things. I got a couple of sets. I just like it. I
Yeah.
really like it.
Yeah.
I generally like grills. I like it. I like the way it looks. It's just a jewelry. You know what I mean? Some people got chains. I'm too worried of me losing my chain. You know, you jump too much, and we dance. Like we go to parties, we dance.
You can dance with the grills on?
Yeah, of course.
What's the downsides of wearing grills, if any?
You got I mean, like anything you put in your mouth, you gotta clean them.
Okay.
You gotta polish them depending on what metal you have. Like I got gold grills, like they're rose gold, so I don't have to polish them as much, but you still have to clean them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Smoking with them, you can't. You have to take them off because you taste them. You taste when they turn. You know when they oxidize, when the metal you taste it, and
How'd you get into grills? How'd you get introduced?
I saw one person with a grill. I was like, "Yo, where'd you get your grills done?" And I got one person. I went with another person with that person, and I'm like right now I'm with a dude named Vico.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, of course.
Frio.
Yeah. Vico Frio. He's the
He
one
does
that
good
does,
work.
Yeah, he's the one that does the grill. He did the grill of a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends, as a matter of fact. I referred them to some of my friends there.
Yeah.
So he's the one that does my grills. Shout out to you, Vico Frio in Montreal.
Yes.
You could Instagram, check his Instagram. He's a tattoo artist as well. So
He doesn't do tattoos anymore.
well, he's working to set it back up. So yeah, but yeah, he does a grill thing. It's dope. It's funny.
Have grills fallen off? I feel like I don't see them as much anymore.
I mean, when something is gonna be a trend, something is gonna be trend. A bunch of people are gonna wear them, and at some point, a lot of those people that are not about that, they're not gonna do that. You know, what I mean? They're not gonna go so much about the grills. But there's a couple of people that have grills. You know, what I mean, it's
It wasn't. Yeah, it's nothing like back in the day. Back in the day, it was like chain hang low grills. That was like a
But
thing,
there was a
and
lot-
that was more on the
but there was
angle
a lot
of like
but there
face
was-
tattoos.
There was a lot more fake grills.
Sure, I just saw grills.
But yes, there was a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So yeah, I think yeah, there's less grills right now because a little bit less.
you get
But
comments.
Do I get comments?
Yeah,
Well,
do
when I
people-
go see my mom, I got my grills on. She's like, take that off, and I'm like, I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Listen, lady, I'm a grown ass man. She's like, what did you call me? And I'm like, I'm sorry, mom. And then I just remove them. I don't remove them, but my mom gives comments sometimes. Some people I know, here in Quebec is a weird thing. Like Quebec never really wanted to have a relationship with hip hop that much. So every time they include hip hop, it's often goofy. Like in all those years in Quebec, every time there was something that was hip hop, there was something goofy about it. Every time I've seen it, and they try to have it, or they just try to, it's trendy. So that stereotype where you have the host, the talk show is like, so what it is that you do, yo, it always feels like that. They try to incorporate, and it's like. So whenever I see my grills, when I have my grills, the only relationship that most of the people, the white people here, not the people that are connected to hip hop, but just normal people, they have with it was Pit My Ride and all those sketchy things when it was just making fun of a subculture, right? So they think it's always like, I've been asked, are you wearing grills for real or is it just ironic? I'm like, man, if you just don't get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. But I feel like they don't get grills anywhere in Canada. Like, if you were in Toronto, maybe it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But if you were in Ottawa, if you were in Vancouver, like, most places here, they would look at you funny because you're wearing grills.
Yes, they would, because that's not the relationship. It's less weird in other provinces. I've been with my grills in other provinces. It's not that bad. I haven't been to Manitoba, Saskatchewan. Bing, 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 bing. Our Bible Belt. But I've been to T-Dot. I've been to Vancouver. People don't react as much as when I have them in Montreal, and they're like, I have some comments like where I was working at the bar, the comedy club. The wife of the owner was like, "Oh, I don't like when you have your grills," and I told her, "Well, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you for your advice or if you like him or not."
Yeah, I think they're just more overt here, but over there they think the same stuff. They think the exact same stuff. They're just not as comfortable because in the English language they don't feel that comfortable talking like that.
Yeah,
that's the only difference. But
also,
they feel weird about it too.
It's possible, and we have a different relationship with it. But that's why, I've seen a couple of people here trying to, the Wild 'N Out. They contacted me to see if they could do a Quebec version of the Wild 'N Out show, and I was like, "This is not gonna work here because." We don't have a relationship. We don't have a relationship with hip hop. Stop. So it's really just gonna be corny because we don't have that relationship with hip hop.
The Americans are doing it. Why don't we do the same thing but like a French version? Get the fuck out of here, man. Make some original shit from your province. It's so fucking corny.
And the thing that happened
There's nothing worse than when people try to fucking bootleg a foreign show and then try to Americanize it. I hate it. Yeah. I hate it when they do it, and I hate it when they do the inverse. It's just corny.
They try to Canadian it. Put some Canadian twist in it, and it's just, and you can't do it in Quebec because we don't have a relationship with hip hop. Listen, we don't have a hip hop station radio. We don't have a hip hop TV channel. We don't have. We miss on all of that. And all this time they were always dogging hip hop, and I believe it's because of the language. I'm not talking about bad words. I'm talking about the English because being in this province, if you speak English, they trying to block you. Right, for understandable reasons, like they try to protect the French. The French is surrounded with English. I get that, but they do it in Quebecers protect their language like a dad protecting his daughter. I understand why you would protect your daughter like that, but showing up at school with a shotgun is irrational. Showing up at threatening 12-year-old because he's dating your girl, that's too much. You know what I mean? Like I hear people talking, I'm gonna buy myself. I got a girl. I'm in trouble. I gotta buy myself a shotgun. And I used to have that talk, and I started to think about it, and I'm like, if I have a baby boy, and I hear that you put a shotgun or you showed him a shotgun because he was going out with your girl, I'm coming down there and kicking your ass. Who the fuck you think you are? You know what I mean? So, but they do the same thing with the language. You know what I mean? They're doing some irrational stuff. So, the Wild 'N Out version Quebec would never work. It's fake. It's phony. You never had a relationship with hip hop like that. They try to do a show like that with the hip hop here. You know what happened with the show? With a version of a Quebec.
You like Wild 'N Out?
I enjoy it. I gotta say, I enjoy it. I enjoy a lot of part of it. I enjoy the the work that's behind it. I enjoy the way they have a persona. There's some things that are written. There's some things like any shows, of course, but I enjoy the craftsmanship of these people. Like, these people are talented, so I really, yes, I enjoy that.
Okay.
I enjoy. There was at some point it was really something. There was at some point something that was bugging me about it, but I went over it.
You got over it?
Yeah, I got over it. The whole, I felt like at some point it was just selling culture to people that, you know what I mean? Again, I'm like, they're just trying, but I got over that. I'm like, yo, listen, it's just fun. It is fun. It's fun. It's you have little clips out here and there. It's part of the media. You know what I mean? So I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I'm like, and I always picture myself. I'm like, yo, if I would be invited to one of those shows, how would I do? You know what I mean? I'm not a freestyler. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's geared towards that. But, you know, it's interesting. I like it. You watch it? You don't watch it.
It's not my thing.
It's not your thing?
No.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
It was good. It was good at inception. I don't like the.
It was what?
It was good when it first started. Back. When I had the OG crew, Afion Crockett. When I had
Cat
Williams.
Cat Williams was
beast,
murderer.
Yo, they had a great cast. He's still to this day the best cast member by far.
Nobody,
not even close.
On a dot. This motherfucker is Cat Williams is talented.
Yeah,
talented.
I agree
it's
with
like
that.
People give me the side eye when I tell them like, yo, he's one of my top comedians.
Yeah.
I love the way he tells his story. Cat Williams, the way he tells his story is everything. Yes, the people ask me, I'm going to tell them, yeah, it's one of my inspirations. Cat Williams.
Remember when they had him on the Boondocks and they had a pimp named Slipback? A pimp named Slipback starring as Cat Williams?
Yes. Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Great.
That was dope.
Yeah.
The voice, the everything, the persona.
He was on that for 2 episodes and dominated that season.
Woman, sir, this here's a hoe. That shit. Yo.
It's always funny when you bring on a fucking comedian to do some fucking voice acting, and it's really not it's just them. They're not acting. They're just doing a voice.
It's just that was
awesome.
Great. He was in another TV show called I think My Wife and Kids with one of the Wayans brother. I like that show, but it's like his character was the boss of a company. That was his character, and that was really, again, on that TV show. It's dope shit. I loved it. I loved everything about it. Everything about it. It was dope. Yo, Cat is amazing. He made the show. That was amazing. My Wife and Kids, and then the Boondocks. There's other little shows that he made appearances in different movies, and every time he appeared, it was a blast. You could take I think it was Friday After Next.
Great.
When he showed up, that was that. He's just so much extraordinary. And then after that, the issues happened. But I wish him well. Still one of my. Sometimes I still I don't know what happened. I think I died. Does that happen to you when you look at specials right now and you don't laugh as much anymore?
You mean comedy specials?
Yeah, comedy specials. You don't. I tried the other day, man. Try to get some.
I feel like also we're comedians though, so I don't know. I don't think we're ever the best barometer to determine.
No, I'm not saying if it's funny or not, but I don't have that. It's like the new stuff doesn't get me as the old stuff. And it's funny because comedy doesn't age that well. But if I pop a King of Comedy, if I pop a Delirious, I'm going to laugh. The new stuff, not so much. I'm going to think. You know what I mean? It's really weird. I'm going to a phase where, like, I was watching Netflix trying to find the people that I like. They were coming up with new stuff, and I was like, ugh. And I pop into Cat Williams, and I was like, man, this always gets me. The is Every Day I'm Hustling intro. If you remember that, he puts the Every Day I'm Hustling from Rick Ross, and he has a bit about that. And that was his opening show. Don't play it no more, sir. Don't play the goddamn tune. But that tune right here, and then he plays it again. He plays like fucking 6 times in different situations. It's dope. It was dope. That gets me. I don't know what it is about it. I think I died inside.
What do you mean?
Being a comedian, just it makes you dead inside.
Yeah, it killed all your funny.
It killed my like when I'm looking at comedy. You're always like analyzing, and analyzing kills the. Just letting loose. I'm just here to have fun. All right, talk your shit, boy. It kills all of that.
Really?
It's really just like a comedian really has to go in on like the Dave Chappelle is the one that kind of brought me back.
Really?
Dave Chappelle, I was like, but I was listening. I was like, oh, I see what he's doing there. Oh, okay. Oh, he did that. Oh, wow, that's funny. Well, and that's when I laughed because it was so clever how he did that, and it's like that's how it got. But if you're not to that level, I'm like, yeah, that was funny. But I miss this. I wish that I miss the when Kevin Hart used to make me laugh so bad. Just with faces and stuff like that. Somebody look at this. Look at this. I had his face like all the mimic. It used to make me laugh so bad. Now, pop in the new Kevin Hart, and I was like, interesting. All right, well, that was it, and I just turned it off.
Turn it off, yeah.
It killed, yeah. And the last thing that I went to see a friend's show, it got me laughing because it was so absurd.
What was?
The show that I went to see, some comedian, some French comedian guys. It was so absurd that my mind could not. It couldn't analyze that because there was not.
Yeah.
You couldn't analyze that
right
based on anything. So that also got me because it was so out there that my brain shut off.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that to you?
No. I think comedy specials don't really. They never really made me laugh. I've always preferred watching comedy live. I think it's always more enjoyable to be present. I can appreciate some comedy specials and, like, okay, cool. But for me, it's always been in person that has really worked well. I've always enjoyed being in the room. Then I'll laugh. I'll laugh proper, too. I enjoy it.
Yeah, you're right. In a room, I'll laugh.
I'll laugh quite well.
On a screen,
I can really enjoy
But back in the days, I could laugh on a screen.
Yeah?
I could laugh at a screen.
Yeah, never.
Not anymore. You're right. It has to be live. When it's live, I'm having fun.
Yeah, I don't find it. I've never thought comedy specials really got to me. I could appreciate it. I know when I was watching a really good comic and a really good special, but I never. Yeah, no. I'll laugh more at YouTube videos. I think just because there's more of a raw energy to it, whereas with like a special, it's very like meticulous and really worked out. The energy never feels like perfect for me to like really laugh. Like I'll laugh at a Bill Burr special just because he sounds like he's complaining the whole time.
But he does it a good
way. No. Bill Burr is like a very systematic comedian, but it just sounds like a long rant.
Yeah.
You can't tell how skillful he is at some points, but it's super skillful.
But I like
But I laugh.
Yeah. The Bill Burr, yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Burr gets me.
Yeah.
He gets to me. He's like,
the world's fucked up. And I think white women ruined it. I was like, yeah, let's fucking go, nigga. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I fuck with it. You know what? If I laugh at a comedy special, it's because shit's awkward in the room. I remember Bill had this one bit where he was talking about, what the fuck is up with these celebrities and all the kids are naming? Didn't these fuckers go to school? Didn't know what they felt like to be a kid in school? And they're naming their kid XYZ, Blue Ivy. And he had this other bit about how like Michelle Obama should shut the fuck up. One of the funniest things I've ever seen with the quietest. What happened? Does everyone in here vote Democrat? I love that. It's the same thing with Patrice O'Neal's special. The reason why it makes me laugh is the uneasiness in the room. I told you I laugh at awkwardness because no matter how systematic your set is, that moment is always raw.
Yeah.
The awkwardness of quiet always gets me going.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
So even in a comedy special, it translates super well because the comedian says it, and even though he knows they're supposed to be awkward there's still a moment in his head where it's like, oh, they're being awkward.
I mean,
It's great. It's for me, it's amazing.
They master it so well. Like Bill Burr masters it really well. The awkwardness, he masters it. He's really comfortable in it, and I can see how you find it funny because I've seen you in awkward situations, not when you were on stage, but when someone was on stage. Me, I leave.
Yeah.
Things
No.
when we were hosting the
open mic.
The open mic, when things got awkward, I left.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
No.
I'm about to Beyonce this bitch to the left. You stay there, and sometimes you're
Got
the
it.
only person that laughs, and that's what makes other people laugh because you're like, ah,
Yeah. I like tension.
yeah.
I like not knowing what's gonna happen. It's what makes a roller coaster exciting. I love that.
I like tension when I'm in control, but when it's not me on there, it's just some other dude. That's like,
No. It's like watching your best friend get punched in the face and you don't know if he's going to hit the ground or not. So everyone's like, I love that moment. That's my favorite.
like,
Yeah. No, I like tension, man. I think that's why I like risque comedy. I just enjoy it. I enjoy the crowd not knowing. You know, I also like great impressions. I think when people are great, like Eddie Murphy, for example. Like, remember when first time I heard his like fucking James Brown.
James Brown.
That shit had me rolling, my nigga. That shit was so amazing. So amazing how he layered that fucking impression of James Brown. It's 7 and a half. And him and a half. Ha!
7 and a half. Ha! Is that
7 and a half. Ha!
that goes on?
And 7 and a half. That shit had me laugh. I didn't know because I never watched it. I remember being 26 and everyone's like, "Man, Eddie Murphy, this." I didn't even know he did comedy.
Yeah.
I was like, "Whatever, I'll pop this in." I went in with zero expectations.
Yeah.
Blown the fuck away.
And it was years after.
Yeah, blew me away. How
Years
good
after.
it was.
Which one did you see? The one when he's in a red suit?
Yes, yeah. I didn't want the one in purple was when he did a lot of the anti-gay shit,
I
right?
think that was Delirious in the purple and
Yeah.
Raw in red.
Yeah. I know the one he's red with a blue backdrop.
Yeah.
He got a tight ass suit because he talks about it a lot. He's like, "White people walk like this, black people walk like this." I still laughed at that joke, even though it was hacky as shit. It's good.
He was one of the first ones to do, not one of the first ones, but it was early, like it was years.
He was a genius.
Years ago. So
Genius impressionist.
You can't say that
when he did Michael Jackson, nigga. I closed my eyes at one point. I'm like, Michael, are you back?
You can't. Yeah, you can't say that his shit was hacky. It was one of the first shit.
No.
Everybody that's hacky was based on that, and they try to emulate that. So you can't call that hacky. That was one of the first shit. That was one of the originators. Yeah, it was prior to that, no pun intended. But there was him, one of the first ones. I can't say that his stuff was hacky.
No.
It's hacky because we're looking at it now because we've seen all these people try. It's like looking at old Seinfeld and being like, it's hacky. It's not. There's a lot of people base themselves on what Seinfeld did. Have you ever noticed that Seinfeld was big on that? I can't call it hacky.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I can't. But yeah, this guy, Delirious. It's still funny. I can still laugh at this shit. Even the king of comedy, like, what's his name? In the king of comedy, he was all in all Kanye's skit. Bernie Mac. That shit was fun. That's just, I don't know, man. I can laugh at that. I can laugh at that Bernie Mac shit. I mean, the new ones, I'm like, it's okay. Maybe it's the I'm laughing at the memories I had and stuff like that. I remember the punches and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. It's I'm not watching specials anymore on Netflix that much. I'm watching my old shit off of YouTube.
I ain't mad at that.
That's pretty much the thing. The Billboard ranting about people having weird names. They do have weird names. People trying to be like super. I'm trying to be special. I'm trying to be special. My kid's gonna be special because I'm special. Northwest. What the?
Listen, I don't want to hear about celebrities and their babies. I just hate the fact that information even gets back to me. I don't give a fuck about Beyonce. So why do I know her daughter's name? I don't give a fuck about happens to Beyonce. Like, genuinely, I don't give a fuck.
Yo, there's people that got legit mad when you said that the first time.
I don't care.
Get it.
So people, they love her. To her, it's like they're Michael Jackson. Good for them. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So it just bugs me that what she names her child matters.
Yeah.
You know, like I really don't like being invested in celebrity culture. Like, what happens in their personal life, what they name their kids, what park they like to go to. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. That's me, though. I just don't like hearing about stuff like that. So just knowing it angers me.
You will forever know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
It's weird information, but it's like information I didn't need to know. It's like finding out fucking Jay-Z wears diapers to bed. Like, why do I know that, nigga? It's stuck in my head forever.
With the image.
Yeah. Just a grown man and be like, I got 99 problems, a diaper is one. You know, like, I don't want to know that. You know? I don't want to know that. But people don't shut the fuck up about their business. It's just stuff I don't want to know.
People are really...
Can't erase information.
It really... It still scares me. How people are into celebrities and how important they make them.
Yeah. But I feel like celebrity culture is slowly dying.
Why do you think celebrity culture is dying?
Their importance is losing importance. People just kind of follow them, but they're not like diehard fans like they used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's becoming more and more tame. People are getting cycled in and out. You know, the age of mega celebrities is pretty much dead now.
Yeah, I think the accessibility of it killed it a bit.
Yeah.
You can have access easily.
Everyone's tangible. Everyone's touchable. You can DM your favorite person in the world and they can read it and get mad at you.
Like Prince didn't have all of that.
No.
Prince didn't have none of the social media stuff, so it was not accessible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think there's a feeling that people can become a celebrity. Anybody could become. There was a point where you're a celebrity is because you were chosen.
Yeah. If you're a celebrity, you have to suck some dick. Now you just need a SoundCloud.
Now you just need a SoundCloud and some clicks.
That's it.
You know,
fucking blow out the bass on your voice. Sound like fucking the guy
Tyler, the Creator.
No, the other one who died, got shot in his car. It was like very dark. He's a young guy. Yeah. He blew that sound out, nigga. First time I heard that shit, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Distorted as fuck.
Yeah.
The bass distorted as fuck.
Yeah, sounded pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
It sounded to sound like that.
Yeah, no, I had a raw energy feel to it. It was a good choice.
Kurt Cobain of this age.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. But
well, what I mean by that, not the fact that he revolutionized music, but more than the fact that, like, if you listen to, like, Kurt Cobain technically is not a good singer. Guitars were distorted as fuck.
I mean,
people that were, but it wasn't sound. It wasn't
like
sound.
Somebody played me this fucking blues album recently, and I was like, listening to the album, I'm like, how old is this motherfucker? And the girl's like 35. I'm like, turn this shit off. Like, bitch, if you didn't grow up in that era, I don't want to hear your fucking rendition of what you think blues sounds like. Bitch, if you weren't down in the dumps, you can't make blues, okay? It's only for sad, sad fucking people, and their voices sound fucked up, but it sounds right. I ain't trying to see somebody who thinks they got the formula down. You can't get the formula down. And basically all I'm trying to say is, you say he sings all fucked up in a weird way, but the reality is we don't even like singers who sing properly. We like singers who do it raw, who do it disgustingly dirty.
It's the real shit.
Yeah, it's like when you listen to that fucking Creep song. Those aren't the greatest vocals I've ever heard.
No.
Those aren't the greatest chords I've ever heard.
No.
But you hear, gang. That's so dirty, my nigga. That's dirty.
It's like, and I know the sound that the engineer probably engineered that sound and tweaked it, but it sounds like it was just, it's just my guts.
Yeah.
It was the sounds of his gut spilling, falling on the ground. Gang.
Yeah.
Gang. Bang, the gang. That was,
nasty. When I fucking put on Bill Withers' Use Me, I'm like, nigga, who's going to replicate that? The most disgusting fucking bass I never heard. The way you use me up, nigga. When I hear that sound, I'm like, who fucking sang this shit? My brother. I was like, oh shit. What does brother do, my nigga? And you got some polishing over here talking about it's a crime scene. Shut up, nigga. I don't want to hear that stuff. So whenever people were like, yo, but his voice, I'm like, you don't gotta have any kind of pitch. You can sound dirty. I remember listening to Macy Gray. I try to say goodbye. This bitch sang like she had a fucking pack of cigarettes in her throat, and I loved it every second.
Smoking.
Yeah.
You could smell the Newport in her sound.
Yeah.
The menthols.
Yo, gee.
You could that shit smelled. Yo, it just felt raw and funky.
It was great. So I've never I didn't grow up in a time where you had to have vocals like that. Like that perfect sound. That's what Beyonce represents to me. You know, when everyone says she's a good vocalist, I'm like, too clean.
She's not a vocalist. She had a good voice.
Yeah.
She had a good voice. She sings good.
It's too clean for me. I don't like it.
But
that shit don't get me going. That shit's not that down and dirty that I like to hear. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's very polished, her sound.
It doesn't.
It's well trained.
It's not the thing that gets me.
No. When I want to catch the Holy Spirit, it's not what I'm looking for. So that's what I think of. That's what always separates for me. I'm like, I think Christina Aguilera got a better voice than her. Yeah, but Christina Aguilera be doing too much with them grunts.
Yeah.
Sound like a fucking chainsaw. Nah, bitch got a lawnmower in her throat. Cut your grass. Nah, I ain't with that.
She does a grunt thing.
Nah, I hate the grunts. Yeah, I hate the grunts. But she had some good tracks. But, you know, I did like a little bit of the raspiness in her voice, but even that's like, no.
Yeah.
No, you gotta sound right. You gotta sound right. And to sound right doesn't mean you sound clean. Doesn't mean you sound technically beautiful. You know, like most of our favorite singers didn't go to the fucking School of Juilliards to perfect their voice and shit. Doesn't mean they don't have some academic training. Doesn't mean that. But they maintain whatever it is about their voice that gives them, and they don't have to get that perfect pitch. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Yeah.
The oomph, the pizzazz.
Exactly.
Like what's that thing that you said about, you know, don't come here, you know, when singers,
oh yes,
don't come here trying to look cute.
Yeah. When you up here in church, don't come up there and get on stage trying to look cute. You singing for the Lord.
Yeah, it's just on the fifth motherfucker.
You ain't up here to look cute.
Yeah, but you ain't.
You singing for the Lord.
Sing that shit.
That's my shit though.
Sing
and I know,
shit.
Listen, I pop a song in. I don't need to know who that person is. I'll listen to it for 2 seconds. And I'm like, this is too cute. And ain't got that musk on it. Yeah, you know that musk?
That raw.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
That oomph.
It hasn't had time to sit. When I put my finger on it and I brush it against the surface, there ain't no dust on it.
No,
I don't like
marinate.
that. I need it to sit there for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Collect a little bit of something. Be like, ooh, is this antique?
It has to live something. You know what I mean? It has to live through something.
That's right.
No, that bitch is fake.
I hate clean voices.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I hate clean voices.
It doesn't move.
It's like Georgia Smith. That's what I think I didn't like about her. Her voice is clean to me. It's clean. You can't fool my ears. But then I listen to 15-year-old Kofi. I'm like, that's dirty.
I want to hear some kind of struggle, but that has to have something. That struggle brings.
You want some flavoring, you know what I mean? When you get your chicken, you can't have it unseasoned. Right?
Just put it on the pan like that, straight from the.
No, you need to know it's cooked
straight from the packing. It's chicken. It's nutritious.
But was it cooked with some chicken grease?
It's gonna feed my belly, but is it gonna feed my soul?
But was it?
Yeah. am I gonna have an experience when I eat it? No, it's just gonna be chicken.
I mean, listen, we can all eat chicken, but not all of us can enjoy chicken.
Ooh.
Just saying. There's just some songs you pop in, and again, Maybe I sound like a music snob or whatever. I don't really care. I enjoy music thoroughly, but I listen to it and I'm like, they ain't got it. Not on this track. But then there's other times where they do got it, and I gotta give it to them. So that's why when I listen to XX, that's what I got. That was a good sound. It's a good sound. Just the energy of it. The energy of it got me going right away. I was swept up in that.
Oh, you got swept up with the 6ix9ine as well. 6ix9ine got energy.
Yeah. Got the million, but you got a billion. Yeah, that shit goes hard, nigga. I used to have that as my alarm clock. That
shit wakes you up.
Yeah.
You can't go back to sleep after that. You can't go back and sleep after that.
Got your bacon, got your bacon, billion. That shit have me hype, my nigga. He might be a snitch, but goddamn.
That shit wakes you the fuck up.
Yo.
The music that gets you going like that.
No, that shit went hard, my nigga. That's why he was so popular, despite looking like a fucking troglodyte. You know, that music went too hard. Niggas was like, I gotta bump that shit.
What else? It was, I don't know, man. Niggas in Paris did something to me when it first came out. Niggas in Paris did something to me. It was.
Kanye had that same shit when he first came out. Yeah. Well, I mean, Kanye was just a great producer. I don't think as a rapper I ever felt any type of way about him, but I think as a producer I was just like so enamored. But he's never had that kind of music. DMX had that. Yeah. DMX is a great example.
Yeah.
Probably the greatest for me in the rap game of like that. Him and Busta. Yeah, just having that raw sound.
Yeah. Busta was something else. I remember when he came out, I was babysitting. It was in 96. And this clip came up.
Yeah, disgusting.
Woo-ha? Which motherfucker stole my flow? Every word. Eeny, meeny, my. You
right.
felt the energy
That's right.
from this cream,
That's
boy.
Right. Get musty. Musty.
He really wanted to know which motherfucker stole
Get
his flow.
musty, nigga.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That was dope. Yeah. And after that, I was listening to that and I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's just crazy. And then I saw the remix with Old Dirty Bastard and I was like, what the fuck is happening? This is rough, raw. And then after that, I saw even his mellow stuff was still raw.
Yeah.
You know, his clip with Zane. It's a party. That shit was dope. Then I listened to his earlier stuff when he was in I think it was, what was it? He had a group with Goofy and Brown. There were 3 of them, leaders of the new school. I'll send you a track. Yeah, it's another case of that PTA, that parent teacher meeting. They were young. They were talking about PTA, but that shit went. It was dope. It was dope stuff. Yeah, Busta Rhymes. You see, that's the thing. Busta Rhymes never won a Grammy, and to me, that's I don't care about the Grammys no more. Busta Rhymes never won one, and there was albums that it was just bust one for me, blood out, everybody. A bunch of tracks. Busta would just get you just going. You know, even the whether it was hard or mellow, you know, it was always all little ad-libs. That was just with the ever since Jimmy Crack Corn, rocking on. Ever since the day I was born. What? What are you talking about? Bro, I don't care if he doesn't have a Grammy. To me, Busta Rhymes, you that got me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Break your neck. Here we go now. Here we go. What's going on? What's going on? That was dope. Yo, yeah, I love that shit. And you don't want to be a snob, and I don't want to be that that guy that's like, back in my days, Busta? Come on now.
Of course.
Come on now. Busta was the shit. It was crazy. It was just crazy. It's crazy. The other shit that made me go. Onyx. It was ruckus music, but it was very dark. It was the closest thing that we had to fucking mosh pits. we had it's funny because that's the first time I saw Onyx. Is the first time I saw rock motherfuckers with the big beards, like bikers in a hip hop.
Really?
And I was like, oh shit, that.
Y'all fuck with that.
But I get it. I get it. I fucking get it. Music was dope. It was dope back then. It still is, but it's just different shit.
Yeah.
What you listening to nowadays?
Mostly just listen to African music now. I don't really listen to anything North American. R&B's dead in terms of rap music. There's not really a bunch of new artists that I really like, so there's nothing really. A couple of tracks here and there, but nothing.
I was thinking about what you said about R&B being dead. Is it dead or because we're just not listening to what the new R&B is?
To me, it's just dead.
I mean, there's,
It's like blues is dead. There's
yes, blues is dead.
Right, so like the evolution like into soul to me is not blues anymore. It's something else.
But Miguel does music. Ty Dolla $ign does R&B music. Tiana Taylor. There's artists that do R&B.
Then they just don't do it very well. But that's subjective. To me, it's dead.
Subjective.
I haven't remembered last time there's been major hits by any of those artists. R&B used to dominate the airwaves. I remember Brandy, Angel of Mine, that shit played everywhere. I remember Mariah Carey songs would play everywhere. I remember that fucking song with Fabulous and Tia. What is her name? I'm so into you.
Yeah.
Like, I remember R&B dominated everything. It's dead to me now because it doesn't dominate anything.
Because it's not everywhere as
it's dead. The genre is dead. It doesn't have that mainstream appeal anymore.
Now it's really still linked to hip-hop.
No. Now R&B singers just do a feature where they sing a chorus. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Just get some random bitch to sing in the middle of a rap song to make it sound better. I hate that shit. Yo, we about to drop a new hot track, but let's get an R&B bitch on this track. Shut up, man.
You're done.
You never know who the girl's name is. She disappears right after.
Yeah,
so cringy, man. That was such a whack ass formula.
But a couple of artists like that.
They just featured on a song. Disappeared. It was a great song, but then you would never hear them again.
What's the girl that sang Superman? Not the Black Coffee one.
Bucci?
No, not the Black Coffee one.
Oh, the one who did for Drake?
No, it's not. No, not the one. No, I'm talking about like back then. Lil Mo.
Lil Mo?
Yeah. Lil Mo was an R&B singer. She had like 2 songs or something like that.
Nah. I don't like
one with Fabulous or something like that.
I don't like that shit. Tamia, that was her name. Tamia and Fabulous. So into you. Just hit me right now. But yeah, that song, I couldn't escape it.
Yeah, it was playing everywhere. Songs could play like
I can't escape it. I'm so into you now. Fucking Fabulous.
Were you bad on? Were you really big on Dipset?
Nah, I hated Dipset. I hated Jim Jones. I hated Cameron. Blam blam, Sam, Cam, ham. I hit him with that damn. Ballin'! Shut up, nigga.
The Ballin' track was dope.
No. That shit was gay. That shit was gay.
I'm not big on Dipset. Of course, I got people from...
Jewels was good. I like hearing Jewels on tracks. I thought he was pretty decent. Couldn't stand Cameron. Cameron was trash to me. And I know a lot of you New York niggas, how you going? I don't care. I thought Cameron was trash.
I feel you.
But Jim Jones was definitely the worst out of the crew. We stay fly, no lie. You know this.
Bullet!
Just hearing everyone say that in the club made me cringe all the time.
Yo, You put that song, and they do it. They do the move and everything.
I'm glad that song died. The song, you don't hear it anymore in the
I'm
clubs.
gonna ask.
I haven't heard that song in a club in forever, my nigga.
I'm gonna ask Don Barbarino to put it back.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Nobody wants to hear that shit. It's not like 50 cents in the club, you know? That one's like eternal.
It's not like 50 cents.
No.
There's a lot of 50 cent. There's a lot of 50 cents track.
No, 50 was fire. I give you know what? All the hate that G Unit used to get when gay unit, right? People used to hate on them heavy. I fucks with it. They had some bangers.
They had some.
50 had some bangers. His first album, Get Rich or Die Trying, that's in my top 10 albums, hip hop albums.
That was dope.
That was a great album. Front to back. That was a dope album.
You could just listen to it.
Yeah.
And like every track was a hit.
I agree with that. I'll take that.
Every track was a hit.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, it was a fire album. So that was a time when people used to put out great albums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember last time I heard a great hip hop album recently. It's like Kendrick's last couple albums are all trash to me.
Kendrick, the last one, you didn't like it?
Listen, if you don't have a great album, your album's trash to me.
If you don't have a great album, your album's trash.
Yeah, like it's just like if your album's forgettable, then it might as well be trash because it's going in the trash.
I liked his
To Pimp a Butterfly?
No, Wakanda Forever. The album he put for the movie. I liked it. A lot of hot track on that. That's the last album he did.
Yeah. I remember when, I think it was Damn. Was it Damn, the name of the album?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was trash. But again, I'm just a tough critic for albums.
Yeah,
I think albums, people...
But it's not all the songs I'm going to listen to that track on that album. It's not all the songs.
Most of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I listen to it.
There's maybe like there's maybe like 3 tracks that I listen to.
Yeah. But, you know, maybe also the way I consume albums is off. Because I remember I was sitting with our homie J Style, and he has a way of listening to albums that's very specific. He likes to cruise around. He pops it on and he listens front to back and then backwards. And then he like sits on it before he comes to a verdict. Like he has like a thorough process for consuming an album.
Yeah, I listen to an album front to back.
I don't need to do that shit. Yeah, I listen to a song. I skip ahead. If I don't hear it, I just like, yo, give me the next shit. I don't need to hear a whole song.
The reason why I listen to an album front to back is because back in the days the whole album was a movie.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
There was a. So I'm looking for. I don't want to miss that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like when you not Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah,
there's a whole story to that album.
Mm.
There's a whole story. One track goes to another. It happened. It's a whole night, right? So I'm listening to that. I listen to that album like that. But you know, Wyclef Jean, The Carnival.
Mm.
From front to back, I listened to that album. I remember the first time I popped that in my stereo back in the days. I remember that, and he's in the court. They're judging Wyclef, and there's his attorney talking and everything and stuff, and all the kids. That's what it is. You know what I mean? The score is another one that you listen front to back. There's something that's happening. They're gonna do a heist. There's something there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some listening to an album front to back. There are some from the score. There are some sentences that I remember. You know, that I remember from them just listening to back and forth like that from the skits. It's easy for cats to kill other cats. It's just the dogs they have problem with. You know, shit like that. That's still engraved in my brain because I listen to it front to back, and I even listen to the skits. The skits sometimes are very important. You know, when he goes to the Chinese food man and he's not having it.
I guess people can really consume in that way. I can see that. I definitely see that. So that's why I said earlier that I may not be consuming them in the best way. But to me, I don't know. I just listened to a couple of tracks on the album, and it's clear to me what kind of effort they put into it and where they were trying to go for it and if they met their goals. And to me, if you didn't hit it, you didn't hit it. I just move on with my day. But I've never felt like I've needed to sit there for a whole day. If I sit there for a whole day, it can improve my opinion of a couple tracks.
A whole day?
You know what I mean? Like, if I sit there through a whole album and then, like, process it, I imagine it could improve my opinion of the album slightly more. But it's not going to be the difference between pretty good and greatness.
But I understand what you're saying, but it's easier for me to. It's easier. I can listen to an album for an hour, front to back. I can't look at a painting for an hour.
Nah, I can't do that shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's easier for me to dissect music and to understand what the hell you're trying to say or what than a painting. Like I'm a sit on an album front to back because I can, and I have the ability to do it. A painting, I cannot look at a sculpture or a painting.
I wouldn't
all these angles and see what I can't. I don't.
I wouldn't waste my time. I wouldn't waste my time doing it because you have to make me want to do it. If I listen to the first 2-3 tracks and I'm like forcing myself to sit through this because I'm not enjoying the songs, I'm not gonna listen to the rest of this album. Like, you got to put in that work.
I'm not gonna force myself. I mean, you have to get into. It's like I'm not gonna. It's like if I see like a Netflix series, right? And I'm like, yo, how's that series? Like, well, you know, after the third season, you really get into it. After the third season, no, I'm not gonna listen to it. You know what I mean? So if the album that I'm trying to sit down to and listen to is I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm gonna come back to it later if I do, if I got time. But nowadays I don't. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna go back to it. You have to capture me as well. I'm not gonna force myself to sit down.
Yeah,
that's counterproductive.
I used to have Lauryn Hill's Miseducation on my top, and then I found out she stole a lot of the music, and then I demoted that shit.
Yeah, if she stole, that was a great album.
Yeah, it was
great album because you know.
Yeah. It was definitely their great album.
Their great album.
Yeah, her and all the artists she stole from. To me, that makes a big difference.
It's a fact.
Listen, if you didn't make your own music, if you didn't write it, if you didn't produce it, like if you weren't involved and you just a fucking figure,
that's okay.
That's a problem.
That's okay.
No, I
but
if
if you market it as if it's your shit, then and you don't pay the royalties, man, I've got a problem with it.
No, you got to write your own shit. If you don't write your own shit or if you don't produce your own shit, then that, to me as an artist, I don't even think about you.
And that's why you don't like Beyonce. You see, we went full circle.
Apparently, Beyonce is really heavily involved in the composition of everything. So that's different to me. Michael had the same approach. Michael would hear a beat. He'd be like, switch this here, put this there. Involved in the composition, involved in the writing of the songs. You know, I feel like even Beyonce is involved in some of the writing. Not all, but she does write some of her songs. I'm talking about artists like Rihanna, who don't do any of the writing, who don't do any of the producing, who don't do nothing. I can't get behind artists like that. That to me is like the epitome of like the epitome of trash.
It's just a different way of seeing things.
You're just a voice. You're just a vehicle. To me, then, if you're not the driver, I'm not interested. The driver is the one with the skill set. To me, you're just the vehicle. And it's cool, I'm mad. We all like vehicles, especially a fancy one. You know what I mean?
You don't like fancy vehicles. So even then, you don't even like fancy vehicles.
It may not be for me, but most people
love.
Oh,
shit, look at that Toyota. It's a Mazda, Abba. Yeah,
most people love vehicles. Most people love that shit. You know? Yeah, I can never get behind artists like that. You know, like, it's like rap game. Imagine when people find out people got ghostwriters and all that shit. That does affect their rep.
Yeah.
I don't know why it'd be any different for singers.
Yeah, Drake definitely felt it, but he's still selling. So.
I mean, yeah, he was selling, but fucking who's buying?
Poor man.
Because women don't give a shit about that kind of stuff.
They don't.
They don't care about that. Ooh, this makes me want to dance. That's it. This is what he does. And it's cool. I'm at it. That's a good business strategy.
Thing, you know, all they need is one dance.
Yeah. To me, if we're just talking about artistry, though, that's a no for me.
Yeah, I didn't say it. That's not the definition of artistry. If you just... It's like having someone paint a painting and then putting your name on it.
That's my whole point. That's what we're talking about. If we're talking about the hierarchy of our greatest and the top,
I see what you're saying.
You can't.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you gotta be the one to produce it. Same thing with comedy. Same thing with anything. It's just awkward to me that.
Yeah, it changed my views of comedy when I started. Like, some people have writers.
Yeah.
There's the difference between a script editor, like someone that's gonna be like, yeah, you know, you could work that joke or this and that and that, but writers,
no, I ain't with that.
On complete jokes.
I ain't with that. You can be a great performer. You can have someone write for you and perform it, and people will laugh. That's great. But I'll sniff
If we
it out.
if we
I'll
talk about
sniff it out.
if we talk about artistry,
Yeah.
different shit.
I'll sniff it out. That shit. I always watch a stand up and I can tell when they don't write their own shit. It's the same thing with music. I can tell when someone didn't write it. I swear to God, I remember the first time I heard "Work" by Rihanna, I knew she didn't make that song at all. This is before I knew anything about Rihanna.
And it came out a couple of weeks after who really wrote it.
Yeah.
And then he did a video about it. Like, oh shit, it actually sounds way better when you do it.
Well, it sounds. When you hear a song with certain vocals and it sounds correct.
Like, dude, you heard the dude?
Yeah. Well, he made so much money off it, so it makes sense.
I'm like, rough.
Yeah. But isn't he signed to OVO for Drake?
I don't know.
Yeah, Party Next Door. I'm pretty sure he signed to OVO, and
It's Party
OVO
Next
be
Door?
milking their artists.
But I don't think Party Next Door is signed to anything now.
Yeah, no. But he made so much money off that song. But it was like when I heard it the first time, I'm like, something about this off. Then I heard that, I'm like, that's the sound. That makes sense. When he sings it, when you hear the words, it sounds like he wrote it for this song. And that was just a sample track too. That was a reference track.
That was a rough.
That means it's a rough draft. And I was like, nigga, I hear it.
And it sounded good as shit. I was like, yo, all right.
Yeah, you just know, man. I don't know. At least for me specifically, like my ear is kind of sensitive to that kind of stuff. It's like I'll hear a sample in a song and I'll know, I'll hear a song and I know there's a huge sample in it. Even if I've never heard the original, I could feel there's a sample. It's like when I heard Jeremiah's "Girl, I was like, I feel like I know that.
The birthday sex song.
Yeah. And then I looked it up and it's some fucking, I think it was like Lenny Williams. Because I love you. And I put that up. I was like, oh, bitch. Girl, I. And I was like, oh, okay, that's where he took it up. Yeah. Even 50 Cent. I remember, I want to get to know you.
That of course.
Marvin Gaye.
Of course.
Come with me.
Of course.
Come live with me.
Of course. Yeah.
I want to get to know you. We're going through some things. Baby. I was like, that's where he took it from. He took the whole chorus. The chorus is the best part of that G-Unit song. But
there's a lot of things that even the Fugees took. The ooh la la la. All of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is why I appreciate a lot of African music right now, because they're creating their own waves and they're not relying. It's like I remember when I heard the one that really fucking ticked me off was what's that bald-headed short dude who does R&B right now, very popular. You know what I'm talking about? He's got a little beard. He's always talking shit. I think he's from Toronto.
Oh, Tory Lanez.
There you go.
Tory Lanez.
He knew exactly what I'm talking about. He fucking released that song that pissed me off.
Which one?
The one with the R&B, with the dance hall sample from Wayne Wonder. Yes. That shit pissed me off, my nigga. Because someone played that. It's like, oh my God, it's my jam. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Bitch, it's the same vocal. Nothing's different. You took the most important ingredient and you tried to make it your own recipe. No, bitch. That shit irked my soul, my nigga.
You acted like he appropriated the thing.
He did. Because you know the original.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most biggest dance hall classics.
One of them.
Bruv, there's very few songs.
I know. I'm with
in my
you.
top 5, there's very few songs more recognizable to a general audience than that song.
Yeah, he took that shit and ran with it.
Yeah. He just took it. Just took it.
Oh, shit. What? You got water over here. In front of your face.
Yeah.
That big
No.
It's my...
This is Tory water. No, bitch.
No, it's apple water. Pass in front of the disrespect. Pass in front of your face and shit.
I hate that stuff, man.
But then the way royalties work, some he made that beat sold. So the original Wayne Wonder, that did the beat, he maybe got 50% of the loyalties, 50% of his profit, and he should, because it's literally his beat.
It's his beat. It's his song.
Literally, you know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for the artists that they get to music. I'm happy that artists are making money. Always going to be glad. But for me, it's just I want to see more of the originality. I want to see people create that. That's why I think I'm so enamored with African sound. It's because they're not so heavily reliant on those ancient samples all the time. That's why when I popped in Kofi, I'm listening to some 15-year-old girl just rapture. And it's so
like a rapture. It's like just shit.
Yeah. And no reliance on all this, like, okay, I'm gonna recycle old shit to fucking push my own name.
But then again, Jamaicans are pretty good on recycling things. Like I remember they were taking every beat, everything that, because they could, copyright thing, like Elephant Man was big on that. He was taking some Celine Dion, the I'm Alive from Celine Dion, made a song out of it. Yeah. Na. Sing out the plane. That's the name called. I remember fucking Sean Paul took Shania Twain. Them guys are faded. Na 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 na.
But they would flip it, right? They flip it, right?
Yeah, it's a flip.
You gotta flip it.
But you like, I show you after.
You gotta flip it, and that's dope as a like a cross appropriation. Like it's an interesting way of doing it.
But when you just take this shit and just do, it's just like when there was an
artist.
But
the vocals are identical.
There was an artist. That Puff Daddy sign. Yeah. I don't wanna know if you're playing me.
Joe.
Keep it on the low. I don't think it is. But I was like, people was like, oh shit, that's a fake song. They took it. They took it. That's a sample. They took it from the Fugees. I'm like, well, the Fugees took it from Enya.
Mario Winnes.
You went deep with that one.
Yeah, nigga. I know that song.
You went back. Yeah. Was it him?
You know what kept popping in my head was fucking John B. You know John B? That fucking white dude who used to always feature on Tupac songs. Yeah. And then I know he kept popping in my head. I'm like, that's not it. And then that cycled through. Mario Winnes, that's who it was.
Yeah, it's people that take that will take sampled songs that were sampled. You know what I mean? So that's funny.
It just. I don't know that. Oh yeah.
Ready or not?
Yeah.
But then it was Enya that sang that song.
Yeah, and then she got her money because they didn't pay her.
Everybody, they didn't pay her.
She like, bitch, you think I wasn't gonna hear about this in Ireland? You stupid.
But they didn't think that they were making that much of the big of a thing. But she really heard about it.
Yeah,
so
she heard about it.
She got paid, and Mario Winans came back, and she got paid again.
Yeah, look, listen, I like it when people flip it.
Yeah,
I love it. Listen, if you can flip something, I'm always happy to see that. But when you can't, and it's just taking the original, to me, it's just cheap. It seems like you're just recycling something to a new audience who didn't know about the original, and then trying to pass it off as your own for some clout.
Tweak it a bit.
Yeah, y'all, make it your own thing. Flip it. Make me excited to hear something I've already heard. But don't fucking give me the same burger with a different name.
Yeah.
That I don't like.
That is a French burger. What's the difference? We have pickles in it. That's a normal goddamn burger.
Yeah.
Don't name it an bourgeois if it's a burger.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not an bourgeois. It's a burger.
Yeah,
Call it a burger.
Flip it. Listen, I love a lot of the new sounds. I wish people would like embrace it like completely instead of relying on a lot of the old shit. It would make it a lot better. So again, that's why I think I love Afro right now so much. Is they're carving their own way.
I ain't mad at you.
And they're
I've
doing
been on.
well.
You know, I've been on the Afro. So
yeah. African music in general, like I sent you that song from Congo, which is from like a tiny village.
Yeah.
But to me, the sound was so good.
That was his sound.
And
I was at Congo, like a little village from his, like the name of the song was of the village of his father.
Yeah.
But it was him.
Yeah. As soon as I heard that, fucking my blood started boiling, nigga, and I was like, okay, yes.
Yeah, like I really like the new artists as well, like the digital artists and stuff like that. People coming out from the South. Yeah. I've been in love with South Africa.
Yeah, I'm turning to foreign music a lot now. So for me, I think American rap, I'm kind of less keen on right now.
True. We've been big on house music and stuff like that.
Oh, well, house is always in a good place to me.
Well, because there's so much shit I haven't discovered that is out there.
Yeah.
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 So, anyways, well, that's it for today. We're running an hour, so thank you very much for tuning in and listening in. That's us. Peace.
Peace.